You are now rocking with the most diabolical, the most luxurious, the most scrumptious things you have ever seen in your life. And of course, we're going to kick it off with my brother Reem. Let's get it.
It's your boy reemaveli, a.k.a. Raymond A. Smith, a.k.a. Raymond Hatesburg. Directing all the hate today. Let's get it, fellas. It's a pleasure to hate you.
This nigga really remember.
You got the good man.
Yo, what's good? It's your boy Palm, a.k.a. the Honorable Bishop Charles H. Touch Tits the Third. No means no.
No means no.
Alright, guys? It means no. Don't touch her.
You heard? It's your boy Drip Richmond. We in the building, baby. I scores, I shoots, you falls. That's how it goes, man. Buckets.
And you know, I'm just trying to put these niggers hard ER in jail. It's your boy Rudy C. Giuliani, the mayor of New York. It's like, you know, Mr. Stop and Frisk. But I ain't really trying to stop and frisk nobody but white people. Because they're the ones with everything. We got to make sure that we keep our streets safe from the white people. And we're going to pass it off to Trey to introduce the next topic. That's a good segue.
Perfect segue, actually. We talking about Labor Day, man. And it's been a lot of talk about like gentrification going on. You know what I'm saying? And how it's fucking up the NYC culture. Like, you know what I mean? Remember growing up, we always had the barbecues, the block parties, you know, the loud music all night. You know what I'm saying? And just, like when you think about it, when you think about it, it's like when you grow up in the hood, it's like the projects, but everybody's like one big ass family. You feel me? One big ass dysfunctional poor family, and like we all just have fun. You feel me? So it's like when you think about like Labor Day and how Labor Day went. Used to be at least Juve and all of that, how that used to go. You know what I'm saying? We could barely do that shit.
Now it's like blocked off roads, certain checkpoints. Like, it's almost like it is like they're making it a confined space that people could like walk up and down the streets and stuff. But it's more definitely not for us and more for the white people moving into the area to make sure that they're safe. Because they could have been doing this for us. They could have been doing this for us. But it wasn't. They literally allow us to all just be in one area and just be like, well, we know something will pop off, but when it does pop off,
can I throw something in the air?
Reasoning.
I know we saying white people, but we know there's a lot of people not from New York that's black.
True.
That's also not contributing or know much about the culture. That's contributing to the actual like atmosphere. Remember New York City summers, bro?
The gentrifiers are not just white people.
It's like a lot of people died, but that's how you know the summer is lit. You know what I'm saying?
It's honest to God truth.
It sounds crazy, but niggas are shooting outside. You like, oh, it's active out there. It's
walking through the night.
That means niggas is outside.
Everybody outside. Everybody
know
that first body when the summer started. Like,
Summer's here.
Summer's here.
It's hot.
Summer
The
started.
block is hot. It's actually hot.
Summer started late this year.
Yeah,
it really did.
I remember.
People barely get in the spirit.
Yeah, I feel like this Labor Day I haven't seen people with flags and stuff and getting festive, but I feel like it's not as heavy as it used to be.
Yeah, because we can't wild out how we used to. You feel me? Like New York City is one big city, and it's Brooklyn, but Flatbush used to be there, Crown Heights used to be there, everybody. But as long as like you was part of this dope ass, you know what I'm saying, moment and movement, it was cool. You feel me? I mean, don't get me wrong. Some people done got bodied at these Juve joints.
For real,
Some people done got hurt, so it needed some kind of regulation, no lie.
Yeah.
But
I done seen some crazy shit happen at Juve.
Yo, Juve get crazy.
Juve gets mad crazy. But what I will say is that even goes back to what I was talking about earlier when I was saying that like they could have been like making sure that people were a lot more safer for these things. But you know, they didn't really give a shit. Now they give a shit because that money is coming in from outside. Like people not from New York are moving in here because they think these areas, they're underdeveloped. People like to start developing and buying up all the land, buying up all the space, buying up all the buildings. And they're going to move in there. And then, of course, the cops, the first thing they're going to think is, oh, Labor Day parade's coming up. We got to make sure that these people that live over here are safe.
Exactly. Exactly.
Gentrifiers.
It's whack though, son. It's whack though.
It gets to the point now where it's just like, do you even want to get there because you know you're gonna have to get there early, but you're gonna have to wake up wild early. So it gets to the point where you gotta choose either go to Juve or go to the parade.
Yeah,
and it never used to be like that.
You know what's crazy? Like the signs of the holiday, because this low key like a West Indian. It's a holiday.
Yes,
it's a holiday. Yeah.
So like the signs of the holiday used to be like seeing all these like older people on the side of the road selling flags and shit like that.
Yeah, food and all that.
Now the signs are like cops putting big ass
barriers.
Fucking spotlights on like every corner in the hood, and that shit be crazy. When they turn them shit on, it is daytime.
It's daytime.
It's so
bright.
It is daytime in the hood.
It's definitely. I feel like those are the lights that they definitely use in movies to fake like aliens coming down. Like those are the fucking spotlights are crazy.
Listen, niggas put you under them lights. You tell them.
Yeah, that's a fact.
Nah, that's a fact.
Them shit's pressure.
But like
a lot.
It's just wild. I mean, like things will probably never go back to being how they were. So maybe we know
it's gonna take a long time, man. Like I mean, you know, life is everything is a cycle. It comes in cycles. So, you know,
I realize
they're gonna leave the town eventually, bro.
Yeah, that's a fact. But the shit is, we could somewhere else gentrified, and the city government is gonna go back to not giving a fuck, and shit's gonna go back to being what we deem to be lit. It's gonna be 92 all over again. What I think is also is like we also have to provide the solutions for ourselves. True. So my thing is we've always been these, you know what I'm saying, hyper energetic towards each other. Yeah. Yo, we know our hood is getting gentrified. Yo, every night, you know what I'm saying, do the customary letter for shot.
That was
let people know that it's not safe. Break a window of a new Starbucks. Like, what the fuck is this doing?
Just randomly see white people and just scream out randomly.
I'm gonna
kill the next white person I see.
I'm gonna tell you the craziest shit, the craziest sign of like gentrification, right? I'm driving through the hood, through Brooklyn with one of my homies, and we was on Kingston and Bergen. And Kingston and Bergen, if you live in the town, you know that there's sections of Brooklyn that are, this ain't even no gang shit or street shit. There's sections of Brooklyn where the signs change that let you know you're in a more better neighborhood.
We're more developed.
So the signs on Kingston and Bergen aren't green like everywhere else. They're brown because this is like a legendary, historical neighborhood for the town. And there's a fucking red flag tied around the Bergen sign. I mean, I would shout out the nigga who did it, but that would be telling. So shout out to you, my nigga. But that shit was fucking hilarious because like right around the corner, like a block over, there's like a yoga studio. So niggas is super duper blood, but
there's also soccer moms doing yoga.
Right up the block. So
gentrification is it's forced coexistence.
Yeah, man, it's forcing sheep and lions to live like right next to each other.
But that's also,
and the lion can't even eat the sheep.
Yeah,
you
can.
You can
eat the sheep.
Take one for the team.
But just know that the goddamn the white lions are gonna pull up and fucking wild out on you.
But just know you might be starting a movement to get the sheep the fuck out of here.
Exactly.
Maybe.
Right.
Yeah. That's all I'm saying.
So speaking of gentrification, Eminem dropped a diss.
Yo, that was an amazing segue.
Yes.
That shit was, round of applause for that one. That shit was a good segue.
But
Eminem dropped a surprise album on niggas' head tops.
Yeah.
Came
out of nowhere.
But
bars.
He also, I don't know, man. Eminem music it doesn't feel. Ever since I found out he was a meth head, these bars just don't hit the same.
What do you mean? He wants to smoke his mom. How was that? That for me as a kid, I was like, he's not doing weed. He has to do meth.
I was like, he's doing something.
That was the next thing.
Yeah.
I was
like, he's not smoking weed. He's definitely
he's doing meth.
But I didn't.
He's inhaling paint. He's
when I was a kid, like
sniffing paint.
When Eminem got when Eminem first came out, I think we were still at elementary school.
Yeah.
So I was I didn't know what meth was. I didn't find out what meth was until I was 16. All I knew about was coke, crack, dope.
Oh, I definitely loved crackhead when I was younger.
But like,
I still
didn't know about shit like
meth.
And I was like, he don't look like a crackhead. Like crackheads, what I know from crackheads look like. He don't look like a crackhead.
I remember.
So I don't know. I thought he was just a crazy white kid because I thought
Did you like music?
I fucked with Eminem when he was like at first.
How my name is? What?
Yeah,
I remember.
That shit was funny.
I remember being young and copping like a bootleg CD. That's a throwback, kids.
Yes.
Some kids don't know what that is.
They don't know what that is. Five Cash.
A bootleg CD
5 Cash.
of Eminem, and it was like an Eminem South Park mashup. Eminem and South Park movie mashup, and it had like 50 songs, and every song is like 30 seconds because you can't fit that much shit. And I remember listening to it, and every other song was like, I'm gonna rape this, I'm gonna kill this, I want to kill my mom, I might have sex with my mom. And I just remember thinking in my head like, wow, this guy is profound. He's talking about things I've never heard of before. People say this about their mom?
My mom bought me the Marshall Mathers LP, right? And one day she hears me listening to this shit, and she was just standing at my door listening to the songs, and she walked to the radio, took the CD, and was like, no.
Yo, I was listening to that shit in my head. My mom didn't know what the fuck I was doing.
No, my mom didn't either.
For me, I was an advanced kid because we had cable and shit, so I used to watch like HBO and Showtime and shit from a youth. You feel me? So
you had the swap button on
exactly. So I knew a lot of shit about shit that I should know about.
Shout out to Real Sex.
Yep, Real Sex. That shit put me on the sex. You feel me? It was like, so that's how you.
I was like, they be doing that.
Yeah.
Okay, so they're not just getting under sheets and kissing. Okay.
I thought it was like heavy petting.
Yeah.
I thought it was like heavy petting.
Real Sex told me a thing too.
Yeah, real talk.
I mean, the Real Sex also taught us too much because I remember there was an episode. It was like mad people having sex, and I was just like, wow, like 8 people have sex in
like
one time.
Yeah, I was
very confused.
And then it was old people and shit.
Yeah,
I was like, whoa.
It was getting wild at first, and you know what was crazy?
Look, I was going like this to the TV, like, whoa, I didn't even know old people be fucking.
Yeah.
Tell them to stop.
You know what's crazy? How Real Sex always called me is because their episodes start off so harmless. And then they fucking escalate so fast. Like, this is how the episode started. I always remember this. I was mad young. And it was like, all these old people, they together doing yoga. It's old people doing yoga, couples, right? And they just stretching. Next thing you know, it's titties out. I'm like, it's titties out. I'm like, okay, and then the niggas is getting back. I'm like, what's happening now? And then they swapping wives and husbands, and people are touching each other, and I'm just like, whoa.
You looking around your room for somebody to talk to you, you like naked yoga.
Can somebody explain this to me?
Naked yoga.
And then
you shouldn't have showed time.
And I didn't know what that was, bro. I didn't know what that was.
That's how bad this was.
I was just about to say that. I like it.
It wasn't one day. Like it's
I ain't gonna lie.
It was him rambling.
It was very rappy because Eminem does that rappy shit, and he but you can get too rappy.
Yeah.
And when you switch flows like 17 different times on one beat, like shit has
at least change the beat.
Yeah. Shit has just begun to get way too rappy for the average fan.
I guess you could say it gets kind of repetitive, even though he's doing different things. It's weird, because it's like we know you're gonna switch.
Because you're repetitive, you're continuously saying nothing.
You know what it is? It's
he's
because
rambling.
white rappers have like OD like oversaturated the rap fast lane. So it's like you don't want to hear another white rapper rapping fast. Not even the dude that started
it.
Would you listen to a white rapper that had balls?
Mac Miller is better than Eminem right now.
He is, and he never raps.
That's what I'll say. And he's not a fast one.
I'm not gonna sit here and lie to you. I'm not listening to any white rappers.
I haven't listened to Mac Miller since the Mirrors with the last.
I listen to Mac Miller shit.
I listened to his last.
His recent shit is dope. I feel like
Everybody-
he always grows as an artist.
Yeah, he makes good music.
He gets his Mac Miller. He grows as an artist every time. So I fuck with that.
But it's like who cares?
Who cares?
Yeah, it's like you don't rap better than nobody that's dope and black that raps good. You know what I'm saying? It's not like he can out-rap these dudes. That rap,
you know what? You know what was some funny shit? I was watching. Y'all seen the button on Breakfast Club?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So him, Charlamagne said something funny, but I know mad people feel that way.
Yeah.
Like they was talking about Envy not fucking with Rory.
Yeah.
And he was like, Charlamagne says, "You're like, I don't not like Rory. I just sometimes I just feel a way about people that's not like people that's not from the country are talking about the country or making money off the country, shit like that. And like that's how I feel about everybody that's white in black shit. That's just it's just like. I mean, you cool, but I don't know why you here.
Gotcha. I mean, I can't speak for no other man, like, but I've known Rory for years. I know, and he's been in the culture. He's not the type of person.
Oh no, that wasn't
I wasn't direct.
That was the thing about him, but that was kind of pointed at Eminem.
Yeah.
Right now, I'm like wondering like why is Eminem dropping out?
What's the point? You know what I'm saying? And it's like it's not like the shit is. I don't like when older rappers drop shit. If you're not gonna go 100% and you're not gonna show growth in your shit, why are you rapping? Why are you getting back in the game to rap like everybody else? And I get it, but I don't get it. Like if I take time off, like I've taken time off from rap, and my goal was my shit has to be better than the last time you heard me. You get what I'm saying? And I think there's very few people who have that, like that, I guess, commitment to growth, like every album.
Yeah.
And you gotta listen to people like Royce, Joel Ortiz, Crooked Eye that really hear that shit. And I think that shit is whack. You feel me? Like, I respect Eminem for what he did, but we know what you sound like.
Yeah.
And you can't offer me this shit.
And the one thing that I will say to even piggyback,
the time of that has passed.
Yeah, the one thing I will say to even piggyback off of that is like I feel like the whole time during this album he's saying like, oh, y'all want me to go back to my old shit, but now I'm on some new shit. But I don't gotta prove myself to y'all. But the new shit sounds like the old shit, and you're basically doing this to prove yourself to us. So it's like he's trying to prove that he can rap, and he already know you can rap.
This low-key feels like if Bubba Sparks put an album out right now.
Man, you don't gotta prove yourself, bro. This new booty is lit, bro. You can ask some guy to prove yourself, bro. If you don't have that's how I feel. Like, you don't have to prove yourself. There's certain people you don't gotta prove yourself.
This new booty was fucking fire.
I don't never have to. If I see Bubba Sparks, I'm like, yo, you fucking legend.
Yeah, that's it.
You know what's crazy? And this could even go back to like why niggas fall off. Like niggas like Soulja Boy. Like nigga, you had the fucking pinnacle of pinnacles, and then you just kept trying to force it, bro. Like don't force it. Just
you know
like move on to something else.
Rap went like that's crazy because rap went like super like gangster. And like I feel like he felt like he had to conform to that. Yeah. Especially because he got a little older. Yeah. And it was just like, my nigga, I don't understand why people do shit like that. Right. Like, yo, you have a certain image that you could never break from, bro. I would have to see, nigga, even if I saw it with my own two eyes, bro, I could watch Soulja Boy catch a body and I'd be like, nigga.
That was a mistake.
That was a mistake. What are you talking about?
What about Bow Wow? Bow was rapping about.
Bro, I could watch Bow Wow. I could watch Bow Wow.
He had a song when he was rapping about some
I could watch Bow Wow kill 5 niggas in front of me, bro, and still be like.
That was a fluke.
Like,
they're actors. Wake up. Wake up.
I'll be like, you had songs with Jagged Edge, bro. Like
they wasn't trying to do you were legend in their eyes.
And like they may very well get it off. I still be happy like that nigga pussy.
Yes.
I'd be more mad that Bow Wow shot me than anything else. Like that
I'll be looking at that guy like he's confused. I don't even know what's wrong with this guy. He doesn't know what he's gonna be.
But yeah, Eminem, basically you're a legend, but you don't gotta prove nothing, nigga.
Yeah, we good, bro. We good. Yeah, we all the way good.
If you're not showing that progression, like what Trey was talking about, like if you're not showing that you're trying to do something else actively without, because I feel like he did try that on I don't even know the name of the shit before this, but this is the most recent shit. And that's what he tried to do some progressive shit, like try to do some different shit, and everyone was like, "Yo, this shit is trash." And now he's dropping this shit on some. Oh no, y'all want to hear me rap? You want to hear spastic, rastic, fantastic, bombastic, rastic, rastic, hastic, rastic?
Huh? If you don't take your white ass and your nose job and fuck home,
it's like, dude, it's like, yo, like you can't get mad at us for not liking some shit you didn't. You said this is advancing my sound. We didn't say that shit. Yeah. You could have just not said shit.
I feel like at the end of the day, his thing right now is getting people to pay attention to when he drops his next thing.
I don't
even know that because he wants niggas to listen. This whole album, he's talking about niggas to go back and listen to his last album. So I feel like this is one of those things for like this is damage control because niggas was really shitting on his album. And a lot of the bars he had for people was because these people were shitting on his album.
It's like if you read the encyclopedia and then you went to the glossary and the glossary was mad aggressive.
Yo, it was mad aggressive, son. Like, yo.
This is the glossary to that album, but it's just so aggressive.
It's super aggressive.
Good analogy.
Super
He's like, you in the back, and it's like, page 5 is great, fuck you. And you're like, why is this glossary so aggressive?
Why is this index have more pages?
So yeah, basically, yeah, that's what it's like. And, you know, like,
I could have done without it.
Yeah.
Could have done without it.
I don't think Eminem's trash, though.
I
don't think Eminem's trash, though. He's a good rapper. The Ringer, I like The Ringer, but again, it was like 5 minutes of him being repetitive.
Yeah, it was, and we're not saying sudden bars, like, alright, the bars were trash. He can rap. Like, we're not saying he can't rap, but it's like, if you're gonna do that for 5 minutes, your bars gotta be heavy.
Yeah.
Saying I'm mad at this and that, and rich and the rats, and too top with the tail, with the too fat with the pack, and the hat fat.
Shout out to Book of Ryan.
They got it. And you know who else gets that criticism? Kendrick.
Yeah.
That he raps and he can rap well, but the bars don't land.
I'm gonna be the hater that hates on Kendrick on the show because I've been saying for years Kendrick is sophisticated mumble rap. I can listen to a few Kendrick songs, then after a while I'm just like, yo, turn this shit off. King's Dead. Explain to me what he's talking about at the end of King's Dead.
He was getting the Black Panther bag. I don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah. So then he gets a pass?
Yes, he was getting Black Panther bag. Yeah. J-Rock put the shit on his album, did not put Kendrick.
The track
Kendrick already got the bag from putting together that whole Black Panther shit.
I don't even fucking
He was playing around on that album. And honestly, at the end of the day, like Kendrick now, because he's so mainstream, he has some type of conform to like the mainstream melodies and beats and the way that they do rap shit.
I don't like Kendrick. Everybody knows that. But like, I ain't say I don't like him. I just like, I'm not.
There's a few songs
I'm a fan of Kendrick. I'm a super fan.
But Good Kid, Mad City is probably one of the greatest albums I've heard in my life. And that nigga's like probably one of the best storytellers.
Yeah.
That's
Money Trees was the one track that made me say, yeah, I could listen.
Like To Pimp a Butterfly for me is his best album. I know people hate it, and I don't give a shit. To me, it's
just so aggressive musically. I mean, progressive.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so like sonically is so good, but people don't listen for that anymore. And I understand. I mean, cool, yeah, I get it. I get it.
Still think he's sophisticated bubble rap.
That's cool, man. We're not trying to convince you.
I ain't even gonna tell you to be a fan like me, bro. But what I will tell you is that fuck out of here.
But yeah, you know, speaking of commitment issues,
man. Get that shit out of here.
Speaking of commitment issues,
oh, that's a good yes.
Oh,
yes.
A great time is upon us.
Mm-hmm.
Great time.
Mm-hmm.
Great season.
Some niggas would say this is the best season of the year.
It's free agency.
Cuffin season.
Niggas is trying to get signed.
My friends.
Niggas is trying to get signed.
It's upon us. September 1st marks the day cuffin season begins.
I think you niggas is stupid. I think everybody who talks about cuffing season is fucking stupid. We are grown ass people. 25 and up. I ain't talking about the little kids.
Yeah, we ain't talking about the kids.
Kids. This is shit we partaked in when we was fucking kids.
Yeah, under 25, we was fucking kids.
Facts.
But once we turn 25, upwards of 25 in our 30s and shit like that, like I thought cuffing season was some shit that was like, we not gonna talk about that no more because we're not kids. We dealing with women and men. Pause for the women. Y'all understood? I just the nigga had to do. But yeah, we dealing with people all throughout the year. Like who's taking a break in the summertime? That's some super duper hoe shit.
Yeah.
And I don't mean hoe like for women. I mean like hoe. A nigga doing that, you a hoe. Woman doing that, you a hoe. That's some super duper hoe shit. Super hoe.
Like so hold on. We supposed to like take this break and you supposed to
just pop off.
You supposed to go sling dicks. You supposed to go sling vaginas on different dicks, and you gonna be in different vaginas, and then y'all gonna get back
Meet
together
back up.
after this rendezvous of vaginas and penises.
Yeah.
So it's kind of like after all these STDs, right?
Yeah, after all of them accumulate and become one STD,
After
they
all
all
the
fuse
STDs.
together and become one super STD.
How do you who buys a refurbished phone? Like,
who gets mad hype like, yo, boy, I just got this brand new phone. You trying to use it, and then pass it to him to use it afterwards, and then let him use it afterwards.
Who's buying
and
a
give it to
refurbished
me.
phone for retail price?
right.
Yo.
Like you talking about a commitment, like refurbish.
And this goes both ways.
Refurbish is it's like I'm low on bread right now. I need a phone to get me to my upgrade.
Yeah.
That's cool. You know what I'm saying? That's cool.
Something
But
hold you down.
how do you say, all right, I don't want to use this phone anymore. Here, hold my phone.
Use it for a month, and then give it to Palm and let him use it.
Like,
They done been all over the world with this phone. You feel me?
Now it's
Done
just
sweat
like,
it with this phone in a sweaty pocket. Now you got a different battery because he probably left the charger on.
Too long.
Come on, man.
Is that the type of time you on?
That's what we.
I just believe that the Cuffin season shit, like as you said, should die after a certain age. But it's wild because niggas got more responsible and they kind of got like dumb smart because they started making like charts and shit and like now it's like empirical data.
Yeah,
like,
it's like I seen one of the chart sheets and it's
like,
it was like August 1st to 31st. That's like scouting style. That's the time to do your scouting.
That's crazy.
And then from like the September 1st to the 31st, that's the drafting time. And then October 1st to 31st, that's when you do your dating.
We're forgetting a very important time.
Which is
This is when you get someone a discount.
You
Get you a little 10-day contract.
I forgot about that. They forgot about that actually.
They forgot about
They didn't put that time in the list. So I'm gonna say that's between like the draft and the dating portion of cuffing season. You can get all of those non-drafted players, you feel me? You can throw out some 10-day contracts, get a couple of bullshit dates out there, see who's actually workable type shit, and then you get to the dating, serious dating, you feel me?
You might get a call up to the league.
Yeah, you feel me?
Might get a call
You
up.
got about 1 or 2 candidates that you're looking at, taking them on a couple of days, dinners.
Yeah, y'all spending the nights and shit. This is a 10-day contract. You gotta go all out.
See
You know what I mean?
about. Then in they said about November. November.
It gets cold.
That's when
Holiday season.
When you start
Holiday season.
making. You feel me? You gotta make your final cuts. And see
yeah,
who's-
You gotta lock that
see
in.
who's-
Thanksgiving dinner
see
gotta
who's
be
getting
locked in.
Yeah, see who's getting locked in for the long haul. You feel me? And then they said December 1st to the 31st, the holiday season. That's when shit gets,
That's super aggressive.
Extension.
We're gonna see what's going on.
That's actually All-Star Weekend, the equivalent of All-Star Weekend.
We're seeing who's getting
Thanksgiving
cuffed. We're seeing who's getting cuffed, and then by like they say Valentine's Day that's the day. That's the day where you make the final cut, final decision type shit, and all of this
Who popped
shit.
out? Who popped out? Who did their thing on Valentine's Day? So
All of this shit is stupid for it.
And it's dumb. Because guess what? You put in mad months of work to guess what? When June comes, what was the date? It was June? Is it June or is it May? Because when June comes, you're supposed to break up with them and then start that process all over again. Because that's how cuffing season literally works. Because it's a season, fam. You gotta have an off season, which is a whole season technically. Because you're supposed to be just swinging everything wildly. That's like and it's crazy because it's really like sports. Like off season, they be smoking weed. They be doing mad at the shit that they would get like in trouble for.
Niggas go crash bikes, all
types of crazy shit. So like, I mean, the system is a good system when you're young and when you're a wild person. You're not trying to really live for nothing long term. But we're fucking adults. Are you fucking serious? Yo, you guys are fucking adults. Y'all niggas be like 35 talking about cuffing season still. You are damaged goods. You are expired beyond the expired points, my nigga, woman, whoever it is. All I'm saying is don't be on Twitter saying that, and when you buy yourself, ask yourself why you buy yourself.
Facts. Just beware the ninja cover.
Facts. Oh, we could get into that with actually the creator.
And this is for everybody. This ain't just for the ladies.
Facts.
Niggas beware of
Niggas be doing that weird shit too.
Everybody beware of the niggas.
When I said the 35 shit, I was talking to the niggas, man. They be wilding like that.
That's crazy.
Yeah, so the ninja cuff is a system of cuffing that some abide by, and it's very sneaky.
So sneaky.
It takes you out. You don't know what's happening. You get what I'm saying? So the ninja cuff, we've gone through this. We just haven't known that it's happening to us.
Yeah.
All of us.
Facts.
Male and female, but I can only explain it from the male point of view. Facts. You get what I'm saying? So it's when, it starts when, she cooks for you or whatever, brings you food and you hungry.
Some little.
Are you hungry? You're like, oh yeah, cool. You start to notice, oh, she's dope. That's what's up. She comes through, you know what I mean? Or whatever the case may be, spend the night, goes home. Gets up and goes home.
Also, she doesn't complain about anything. She asks you if you want to play 2K.
Yeah.
She watch whatever you want to watch.
Yeah.
She's like, oh, you watching sports? Alright, cool. What is this? Oh, who's that dunky guy? Who's the other shooty guy?
Mm-hmm.
And who's that guy dribbling the basketball? That's everybody, babe. Shit like that is happening. You like, oh, she kind of cool. Nothing pops up. She leaves.
Yeah, nothing pops up. She leaves or whatever, and then she comes over again. You take her out or whatever because you seeing that she's kind of cool. You know what I mean? So you take her out or whatever. Case may be. Now she's talking about things that she likes about you and shit.
Next time a woman is asking me anything about sports, that's everybody, man. Who's the guy throwing the ball? Who's the guy catching the ball? That's everybody. It's everybody. It's their job.
I forgot what it was.
He was a step up. After she leaves.
After she leaves the crib?
Yeah.
She leaves the crib, so you take her out or whatever the case may be. You know what I'm saying? Y'all chilling. Now y'all chilling, y'all talking a little more often. Mm-hmm. And, she said, I'm coming through or whatever. And she brings your favorite snacks. Now, you never told her this. You're like, what the fuck is going on? How does she know this? And you taking this and you're like, oh shit, I really fuck with her, right? So she spends the night again. Boom, she leaves or whatever. You cleaning up the crib. You find a toothbrush.
What the hell?
Oh, what the fuck? What toothbrush is this? I'm gonna leave this here. You don't say anything about it. Leave the toothbrush here, whatever the case may be. Boom. Cool. Next time it comes or whatever, she brings through your favorite liquor or whatever. How the fuck she know? I like this.
Oh shit, we about to get lit tonight.
You like, yo, I really dig her or whatever the case may be. I really dig her. So she like, oh shit. I'm trying to see what she really like. You know what I mean? Because now she's showing you different shit or whatever the case may be. So
after a while you gotta keep her around.
Right. So after a while, so next time she leaves, you cleaning up, you find a shirt. So this is all, this is a continuous thing. It's a continuous process or whatever. Next thing you know, you have a girlfriend. I think, listen to the story, everybody knows where this is going.
It happens.
And it's happened.
It's happened.
And you probably wondering, how does she know you liked your favorite liquor? How does she know you like your favorite this and that? She follows you, bro. You talk about it.
You talk about it. You talk about it all the time.
This is her playing the whole time.
This is the ninja cuff.
You got ninja cuffs. She knew what her plan was. She did it step by step on you. She left a toothbrush. Oh, he didn't throw it away. Okay, let's take it further. She left a piece of clothing. You kept it. It's cool. You don't even pay no mind. You know how it goes. Fast forward a couple more months. She has a drawer. You're not even thinking.
It got this far. She took Maddie your clothes.
You know when it comes to you, you sitting down, she laying right here, her legs are across you, and y'all watching a movie, and you're enjoying yourself.
Yeah.
You're like, fuck, I have a girlfriend. I have a fucking girlfriend.
You want to hear another example of that? You're chilling with her. You never really thought about it. Y'all watching a movie or something, and then it's an attractive woman comes up, and usually you would just say something.
Yeah.
But you think
that's the.
I care about her feelings. I'm not gonna be like, damn, she got a fat ass.
Yeah.
Or I'm gonna be like, oh, she's mad pretty. Or you say she's pretty, and the girl gets upset, and you feel like, oh, I'm sorry. Then you're like, oh shit, I have a girlfriend. I have a girlfriend.
I just realized I ain't never cared about nobody. Cause I be like, shit, she look good.
You'll have the ones that
I say shit like that under my breath all the time. And
So you never got the toothbrush left? You never got ninja cuff before?
yeah, and I just be like, yo, you got this. You don't need this, you need this.
But fellas, that's how you avoid it. You gotta know, oh shit, that's a toothbrush here, huh? See what the fuck she's doing.
Do the palm system. Yo, you left this.
If you like it, let it
If
go.
you like it, let it
But
rock.
understand, this is out of your hands.
Yeah,
That's how
you
it
got
is.
no control.
Once you let certain things slide, like it's a wrap. Like you're already.
And I'm talking about,
that trap.
if you don't get the toothbrush,
Yeah.
you're done.
You're
done.
That next article,
Slide
that
it.
next article like it's left, you have nothing. There's nothing you can say about that.
Yeah.
It's there.
Cause
come to your crib one day, she got your shirt on, you like, whoa, I was looking for that. And then now you realize you're in a relationship.
I told y'all about that weeks ago.
Once you get to that point when you don't address it and you say, why are you bringing stuff over here? She's gonna ask you, do you have anybody else coming over there?
Nah, but this is my crib. This is my room. This is my...
At that point, at that point you can have
It's
that
up to
stance.
you.
It's up to
You
you.
can have either sense, bro. You can go either way. You could let it rock because you fuck with her and you feel like, oh, maybe this is not harmless. Or you could deadass lay down your rules. This is my house. I feel comfortable with just your stuff just randomly laying here. Like, I would rather you have your things. So, like, you know, you don't lose.
You don't have to be a dickhead about it.
You don't have to be an asshole.
The women that have left things at my house are gonna text me and say I'm a liar. I say, yes, I am.
That was amazing. That was great.
Yo.
So, everyone final thoughts on Cuffin season, Reem?
I just feel like, you know, when a girl puts so much emphasis on having a roster, like, you feed into that, and when you actually play the role of being a roster nigga, that offends her.
Mm-hmm.
So to me, once I hear that, like you said, it's a different type of time for me. Like, I don't really, it's a dub, because it's fun to talk about, because it's like, it became like, in a sense, barbershop talk.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Like, you talk about it, but you don't necessarily do it.
Right.
Yeah. There's motherfuckers out here that's actually
doing it. Yeah, that's their system.
That's where we're just like, yo.
True.
Yeah, first of all, I don't play that roster shit. Like, I'm a franchise player. Fuck out of here.
Yeah, I'm gonna start.
Yeah, I'm gonna say a lot of Jones that be talking about rosters though, they be lying.
They be lying?
They be lying.
Also.
They be part of the roster.
That too. And
Yeah.
I be talking to Jones like that, man. I just be like, man, it don't mean the truth, man. Because I know, they know my body. They know that it'll be the roster of dead niggas. So
That's a fact. I don't play none of them.
yeah, man. I'm Roger Federer, nigga.
Y'all seen the one with Jet Li?
One man team.
What's that?
Seen the
one?
one?
Yeah.
Y'all remember? If y'all haven't seen the one with Jet Li, there was many alternate universes, and there were fighters. And if you take out one from another universe,
You get more power.
You get more powers,
Yeah.
or whatever the case may be. So it came down to the last two, Jet Li versus himself. They had two strongest. They had to fight it out to be the one. Now listen here, fellas. I'm the one, baby. That's all I'm saying.
My hand and like, don't even step and pull his heart out of his heart.
You know what I mean?
Like those rituals, nigga. You gotta kill those niggas and eat their hearts, become the ultimate person, nigga.
Right.
And then I'm the one left, nigga.
Right.
That's it.
That's it. And I will fight.
Yeah.
There was no more to that.
Just
Yeah, that's it.
That's it.
Oh, that's him? That's the other one?
Yeah.
Cool. I'm gonna smack him because at the end of the day,
you talking to a shorty and she tell you she talking to one of us, nigga, just walk away.
that's a fact. Because
Yeah.
it's gonna be static. I'm not gonna lie. People be like, yo, I don't fight over chicks. If I want her, I'm touching
You
her.
already-
I'm definitely fighting over my
Alright.
girl. That's like a definite. That's a definite.
Well, I got a girl, but if she tell you she talking to me, nigga, she mine. So walk away. Cause I've been fighting for a long time and I'm good.
That's a fact, yo.
Real good.
So speaking of pumping nickel bread,
I'm really good when you mad. Let's get it.
yo, live in 2K is going head to head right now,
We
baby.
gonna have the debate.
I'm
We gotta have the debate.
I'm glad
We need somebody to moderate. It might be
I'll be
serious.
the moderator. I'll be the moderator because, and I'll also give my opinion because.
Well, I haven't played it, so
I fuck with it. Oh well, I mean, yeah, you could be a moderator.
You played it?
I play both.
I play both.
I play 2K.
Okay.
I haven't played it.
If you fuck with basketball video games, then you know the Prelude came out Friday night, 12 o'clock, and live demo came out at the same time.
Last week
Before
Friday.
live
But
demo
the trial
came out.
just dropped. 10-hour
Live
trial.
trial last week,
Oh, okay.
and they got because you got the
EA access.
you got EA access. So yeah, EA access. They do that. They let you play the EA games like
10 hours.
a week
10
early,
hours.
Up to 10 hours.
for at least like 10 hours. Whole game, you can play the whole fucking game, every aspect of it, and you continue your progress when the game comes out if you get it type shit. So that's pretty dope for that.
And you get it. It's if you get the trial, it's like 20 to 30% off, so it's dope.
So even better. That's dope for the Xbox people because EA Access is only on Microsoft. That's some deal EA got on Microsoft.
Yeah, it's only on
I know that.
That's some deal EA got on Microsoft, so it's only on Xbox. PlayStation people, you gotta wait till when Live come out.
Next week, bro.
Live come out saying okay, so
It
you
comes out. I think it comes out a week
wait.
before or a couple days before 2K.
Yeah, well, both of them come out next week.
They both come out the
If
same
you
day.
pre-order 2K, you get it on the 7th. If you did it comes out on the 11th, and Live comes out next week too. So if you don't got EA Access and shit like that, you gotta wait till next week to play both of them.
Facts.
But if you got the EA Access and you got the trial and you got the live demo and you got the prelude, you know that the war for 19 has already started.
Yeah.
It has begun. Weapons are drawn.
Lines
shall not be crossed.
Xbox.
Both. I got Xbox.
Xbox.
Just Xbox.
Yeah.
Well, okay. Alright. So, in your opinion, well, let's because you play both.
Yeah.
In your opinion, seeing that the war has started, who has the upper hand just this year?
Okay, so what I will say, just off rip, as a person that I want my basketball game to be kind of more realistic, so I will say 2K has the edge, but what I will say is, when it comes to demo-wise, I feel like the live demo has more to offer.
Okay.
So people will get to see a lot of different things that it literally the gameplay has to offer. While 2K, they don't really have competition. They never really had competition. They don't have to prove that much. They just only got to prove that what the my career is and what the main storyline is.
Right. And that's not even proven.
They just showing you. They just showing you basically, oh, this is how the game will begin. You know, y'all already used to how the storylines go.
And that was
here's some
because they had no
gameplay.
competition for a while.
Yeah, and then they still the 2K VC, all that shit. They're still doing that. But basically the 2K gameplay, I feel like they did make strides. I feel like it's 18.5. They made strides. They upgraded a lot of things. They're trying to make things a lot better. They're trying to balance things out, I guess. Their two archetype system is cool. I fucks with it. It's the 2K shit. And then if we go to the live side of things, I feel like
The icon shit.
the icon shit is lit. Live had it's an arcadey type of basketball game. A lot of the games that we play in the one is on parks around the world, like Paris and Brazil and all these different Philippines and all these different places, right?
And they got WNBA.
And they got WNBA players sprinkled in there like Maya Moore and all the legends and shit. So basically they make you go through this street circuit because you're trying to get drafted, but you're going through a street circuit first to prove that you're nice. And their presentation, with Complex, ESPN, all the major, they have YouTubers, everything that all the important people in the media that usually talk about, so Stephen A. Smith, Max Kellerman,
I see
mad.
They had that
social media. The way that they put together their story is much better than how 2K puts together their story. But it is also a more arcadey type of thing. So you get what I'm saying? They made leaps and bounds strides with their gameplay and graphics wise. They used to look crazy in 18 and 19 they look way better. I'll even say with 2K19 the graphics got way better. The shit looks way better.
So
but my bad. Before let me not to cut you off, I'm gonna let you continue. But the progressive system in live I like better because they have the icon shit where basically you pick your position, then you pick a player that you play kind of, and then there's this boost trait thing that's a boost, and with every archetype there's two different players you can choose from. So I'm gonna stretch big and I can choose either I'm gonna be Karl Anthony Towns and be a more defensive type of stretch big.
So
I could be
do you have to pick
their
the
talent
players?
Yeah.
No,
and then there's marksman. Then there's marksman.
But wait, so
it's
that's the archetype system.
That's their archetype system. So the first thing is
the other thing you said was that's basically the takeover system.
What?
It's their badges, kind of. It's badges.
Badges.
Oh no, there is badges. There's attributes. Forget it. This is the takeover system.
Yeah.
I guess instead of of a takeover, because remember you could stack
yes.
So it's the takeover system.
Yes.
It's an icon thing, and then they have the Dirk Nowitzki marksman, which means that when I grab a rebound, my 3-point is better. With Karl Anthony Towns, if I block a shot, my 3-point is better. So, and I can stack that as many times as possible to just keep getting boosts with my 3-point shot. So and I fuck with that system a lot. and all the XP is not VC. It's like experience from you playing.
So let me explain VC. It's like you got a VC in 2K is like the way you upgrade your player. Like in live, you get points and you use the points to upgrade the player. It has points dedicated to you to put to your player. And 2K is this little e-coin basically.
What I would say that their virtual currency in EA is for cosmetic purposes.
This is the simplest way to break down VC. VC is the way that all video games, not just sports video games, not just 2K. This is the way that all video games This is the way that all video games figured out how to make money outside of you buying the game.
Facts.
Because there is virtual currency in everything. Your cell phone games, your the game that your mom plays on Facebook, fucking Fortnite, this shit, virtual currency.
Fortnite is making a billion off of just cosmetics.
Virtual currency is the way that gaming companies and the fucking two piece of shit brands that we play games on figured out how to get more.
But the 2K problem is they use that and also make you pay to upgrade your player. So like live, you get
the XP goes
dedicated to your player to
everything that you do in the game. Which I believe is what 2K should do because live is gonna make their bread back from like Ultimate Team, from fucking niggas buying sneakers and the exclusive clothing and shit and haircuts and shit that they have. Like that's how people are gonna buy bread. I feel like 2K is so big that niggas will still buy cosmetics, niggas will still spend money on shit.
It will come to and it would reach it would hit a wall.
Yeah.
Because there's only so much shit I can buy.
Yeah.
They don't. It's not like a Fortnite where they're implementing new gear in the shit all the time. But they say they do that. They say they're gonna do that.
They could do it.
Like if they did actually commit to doing that, they could do that.
Here's the one thing.
Make way more bread.
Here's the one thing
because
I will say.
If they simply just put out, there's a Foot Locker in 2K. If they put out sneakers at the rate that sneakers actually came out,
that would be fire.
Nigga, first of all, I'm ignorant as fuck. Anybody that plays video games with me knows that. If there is a way for me to dress my character, I want to be the flyest nigger here.
Yeah.
I buy all the sneakers in 2K, all the Jordans, I buy all of them. All of the fire Nikes.
You know what that's crazy in 2K? What I do is I get an endorsement.
Oh yeah, facts.
I get an endorsement. I get all the kicks, and then I wear a different pair of sneakers, so they take the endorsement back, and then I go to another one and get all the kicks.
I need all the kicks. I need all the fire gear. All that shit.
If you had to, it's a part 2 question. Live or 2K? What is the rating that you give them the choice that you choose? 1 through 5.
1 through 5?
Yeah.
Alright, well, just to piggyback off what he was talking about with the customization shit in 2K, I heard this year that they're gonna put in like a daily reward wheel. Like, you know, on video games, you're having a reward wheel. You get exclusive sneakers, you get exclusive haircuts, you can get VC.
I think the exclusivity of those things are gonna reach.
A
certain gonna hit a wall too. But like if they just did like last year, they said they were going to update Foot Locker regularly.
And they
did not do that. If they do just that, if they do just that, if they take a season of Nike clothes and just put them in the game, they can take away VC from being the thing that we use to upgrade our player, and we can just get points for that. And if you want to purchase VC to do that, you can. But that would just, I'd say they'd probably make that cost you an arm and a leg. Which would be understandable. But if they did that with the clothes, they could still make their money that they make over VC. Because there's mad ignorant niggas like me that want to be the flyest nigga in the game, that want to buy all those jerseys.
If you want, you could even. But even back then, remember 2K back then? Even if you wanted, you could buy skill points.
That's what I'm saying. You could buy it. It just cost, back then it cost an arm and a leg. But now VC costs an arm and a leg. But when you using the VC to upgrade your player is not a lot.
Yeah.
VC just goes an arm and a leg because we use it for everything.
Yeah.
I gotta go buy sneakers with VC. I gotta get a haircut with VC.
I gotta buy
my fucking shoes with VC. I gotta buy animations with VC. Everything is VC.
That's just wild.
So I remember when animations was fucking free.
You just upgraded when you got nicer. You unlocked that.
Yeah.
Some animation
once you get to a
but
certain
bro,
yeah.
But don't get me wrong. I will never, ever go back to the other side.
What I will say is my 2K
the other side lost me years ago,
after the prelude will be a 4 out of 5 because like I feel like I seen the changes that they made like playthrough wise, and I'm seeing like a lot of other videos of gameplay and stuff, and I am liking it, and I feel like they did kind of follow the live arcadey type shit with the takeover because I feel like the takeover is really like some arcade shit. Like
it is.
So do you? So
takeover.
I'm trying to decide which
and
one.
live is 3.5, and I'll say it's 3.5 because it's not the greatest basketball game ever, but it's enjoyable as fuck, and I would play it again. I would definitely play it again.
I'm giving 2K, bro, about a 2.5 right now. Not gonna lie, I did not like the prelude at all. Like I guess the gameplay was fun, but it reminded me of last year. So it's not. Last year was playable up until a point. So for me, it's like if I'm gonna spend $60 on this game and it plays like last year, and I got tired of it in 6 months, then I'm not gonna buy it. I'm not gonna waste my money on it. Right now, I'm having a lot more fun with live. You know what I'm saying? Playing through the street mode and all of that shit is mad fun. The mechanics is cool. Like I know people say it's arcadey, but you can play it like a real simulation.
Yeah, it's fun.
But it's fun though as long as you know what I'm saying, learn the game and get good at it. It still has that competitive edge to it. So for me, it's like right now I'm gonna get at about a 4, and I'm gonna give 2K about a 2.5 because 2K to me, like I see people can play dodgeball. I get it, and I guess it's cute. People can play slam ball. I guess it's cute, but I want to upgrade my player. Get nice with my player, go to the park and play basketball with my friends. I don't want to jump on trampolines. I don't want to play dodgeball. I don't want to throw a fucking football. I don't want to ride a scooter. I don't want to have a crib. I don't want to run around the neighborhood to play basketball. And all this time I got to spend money. Fuck that. I just want to play hoops, bro. So for me, NBA Live is like to the point. Like you get to the court, you hoop. You have your own court you can go to, but it screens. Like it's not like I gotta manually do all of this shit for my fun. That's not that fun for me. You feel me? So that's why I'm at with it.
I'm gonna say all of that is there because that's what the people ask for.
I don't know why they ask for that.
The neighborhood, once 2K put that neighborhood aspect into the game, niggas felt like, what the fuck am I here for? If I'm just walking to the team Pro-Am arena or the walk-on Pro-Am arena or the park, like I'm just wasting.
Why the fuck I gotta go to my crib to change my clothes?
Yeah, they
it's a fucking video game.
And then like I said, like I mean, you get to like in 2K18, man, it got to a point where it was just like, alright, I done played like 700 Pro-Am games. I done played like 200 park games.
Not 92.
I done played 2 seasons. I'm still only a 94. What the fuck else can I do in here? Like,
right.
Mad niggas here. Like, I want to hit this nigga with something right now. I want to hit this nigga.
There's so many limits and caps and
this nigga has on a shirt.
It's so annoying.
This nigga got on a shirt with 75 chains on it and a book bag on the back of the shirt. I want something to hit him with right now.
Yeah. NBA Live for me is just like you jump right into action. They got a good gameplay. So yeah.
You pick.
He didn't even play 2K. He's 2K.
I'm not. I haven't played live since like live 2000 and.
I'm gonna tell you before 18. I didn't play live till before second gen consoles. 2005 with Carmelo Anthony on the cover.
Yeah, I didn't.
That was the first.
I'm gonna tell you this one.
No, 2006.
Last time I played live, it was on the PlayStation 2.
Yeah.
T-Mac on the cover was what year?
7.
Yeah, I think that was the last live I played.
Whatever last live I played.
And then I played, but then I played the 18. I played their demo for 18, but I didn't copy the game because
I never played live on Xbox. I never played it on Xbox 360.
Live was my shit, man.
Yeah.
I played live I was talking to my shorty about it. It's crazy how the tables turn. Like, but still, when I think about it, I played live more in my life than I played 2K. Because 2K for me I didn't start playing 2K for real till about 2K3 on Dreamcast. But I was playing live since Live 93
I'm be honest,
on Sega Genesis. And I played live up until 2006. So that's about like what, 13 years?
Yeah.
I'm being honest, I bought ever since Cuffin 2K.
Yeah.
I had ever since
I
Cuffin 2K.
play 2K longer. I've been playing 2K right now for what is it? The 21st anniversary.
Yeah,
this year.
so. I think I've been playing them for that.
I've been playing 2K for its existence.
But I also think like
I
could have kept playing
all of
live, but I
those.
stopped after.
I had all of those.
2K got way better.
I had
Me
all
too.
of those.
2K7.
2K6, 2K7.
Yeah.
I tell everybody that 2K created the My Player.
Yeah.
They are the inventors of the My Player. Every sports game that you play that has a My Player mode, 2K created that shit
Yeah, it was very
years ago. Not even niggas think it's a recent thing. 2K
Nah, that was
had My
mad
Player
years
was some
ago.
shit from years ago, but it wasn't a play the game thing. Like at first when they had it, it was like the thing where remember MTV Cribs was hot and shit like that. So you wanted to see how basketball players lived and shit like that. So you had a crib, you could go to the park. That shit, I think it was even before 2K6,
right?
but I want to say it was like 2K either 4 or 5.
It was whatever had
Yeah.
Shaq on the cover, whichever Shaq on the cover.
Yeah, niggas.
I didn't play 4 and 5.
You
I
had
went
a
back to
crib.
6.
You had a crib. You hooked your crib up. You linked up with other basketball players and celebrities and shit. ESPN was in the game at the time. Like it was a different experience. And then when they took it to now, you can just control one player to play a whole season or career type shit. That shit was
Revolutionary.
Yeah, revolutionary.
So I want to say 2 things, right? Like I said, I was deciding which one to get, live or 2K. I will say this though, if I do decide to get 2K, which is like probably not, I'm leaning towards more live now. We want the smoke. Pro-am teams out there that's like watching this. If you got your squad, you can get the players along.
You don't kill the smoke.
You want the smoke, man.
That's it.
I'm gonna be on 2K Pro
My
regardless.
team definitely ready to be strong, happy, be out here. I'm a pure rim assaulter. Kill this shit. Word of my mama.
Facts.
I'm gonna post create shot rates up. Post run.
I'm just nice. Don't worry about what my shit is. When you see me on the court, you're gonna see me.
There we go.
But we here, yo. Let's close this out, yo. Back.
It's your boy reemaveli.
Hold on. We got one more thing. Does Live have face scans?
Yeah.
Yeah, and it's way better than 2K's.
Is it?
Yeah.
Yes.
Way
It's
better?
significantly.
Yeah.
How much better?
With the
Better.
app, significantly.
Alright,
Because
so
I'm gonna be honest with you, everybody complains about 2K's face scan, and Colton can attest to it. My face
His shit's
scans
not
are
perfect
always
every
perfect.
time. It doesn't
Every
make sense.
time.
It looks exactly
You see
like
my player?
I did mine.
Like,
Terrible.
shit.
Nah, mine in
Yeah, I had
2K.
bad luck with my shit.
Mine in
too.
2K look just like me, but live shit, like in 2K, what happens is, it's like, they don't get the complexion right, so my face will always be lighter than my body.
Mm.
That's because of the lighting shit.
Yeah.
They make you have to be in such bright light to use the 2K app that my face will always be hella light. I gotta just go like super, like not super dark, but like a shade darker than my complexion, so I can be like black
Yeah.
in the face. Should be funny.
But yeah, no, the face scan is
Yeah,
significantly
it's
better.
crazy.
Might have to get live this shit. It's your boy reemaveli, aka Shady McGrady, aka Reemane Smith, aka Remus. Ah, fuck. It's a pleasure to hate
That's
you.
what this nigga get.
Yes.
That's what this nigga get. Trying to remember all the fucking days.
Yo.
Yeah.
Oh, also, ESPN, EA, well, wow.
EA Sports.
EA Sports.
Mhm.
If you want to get Palm to play NBA Live, I should send us some free copies.
And saying if you want me to play the game,
Send us some free copies, sponsor us.
I'm not gonna pay for it, but you could give me back on the team by sending me a free copy. NHL too. I'll play your NHL game. Send me that.
Nah, they ain't shit goes.
I play FIFA all the
Yo,
time.
niggas gotta get 2K for the Xbox.
Yeah.
Send me
I'm gonna get them both.
You send me FIFA, I'll definitely think about playing live. That's a fact. But I play FIFA all the time.
You getting 2K for the Xbox?
Am I getting 2K for the Xbox?
Cause I'm trying to
Yes, I am. This year I will be playing the
I'll
Xbox
play
again.
both.
I'm bringing the Xbox back
That's-
out.
Yeah, we gotta bust the
in
Xbox
closet
back
for a
out.
I
while.
gotta get an Xbox.
Xbox Palm is gonna be back on the scene. That's a promise.
Damn.
We're gonna do it.
Alright, Palm, your turn. My bad, I interrupted.
I'm out of here. It's Palm, aka Bishop Charles H. Touch Tits the Third. Remember, ladies and gentlemen, no means no.
Gang. Drip Richmond, man. I stay fly.
And you already know it's your boy Root C. Giuliani. And we signing off. That's New York signing off.
I ain't gonna lie to you. I seen some shit the other day that was kind of crazy. A pussy nigga was talking about beating niggas up, and it was just shit threw me in the tizzy. But y'all know how that shit goes. Just it's limited weekend. Come outside.
Limited weekend, get breezy.
Make
sure you get breezy.
Word,
Labor Day.
Catch a thing and just
Labor Day. Somebody get breathe real good, you see? Facts. We out.
Not for me though. Out of here.
Alright, so let's